What's going on, guys? Devilazer here, and this is just my video regarding my thoughts on the whole WWE pay-per-view change of 2010. And quite frankly, I think it's just retarded and just in no way does it make sense. And they're just dumbing down these names just to the point where it's just not creative anymore. Now, think of these old pay-per-view titles like Backlash, Bad Blood, Vengeance, Unforgiven. Just these really, they're not like extremely well thought out, but at least they're, something to think about. Cyber Sunday. By the way, Cyber Sunday, I don't even know why they got rid of it. That was such an amazing pay-per-view, even though it probably wasn't really legit because they probably rigged it anyway. But just having the fans control the pay-per-view is great, all right? But obviously to a degree, because if the fans control the pay-per-view, your business will definitely get shot into the ground because, you just got a bunch of, like, 8-year-old kids typing in fucking Kelly versus John Cena or some shit like that. And you're just going to have some dumbass matches. We have No Way Out. We have Judgment Day. Just all these hell-related, these bloody titles. But now they're just, sugarcoating it and making it Elimination Chamber. I mean, still, it sounds bad, but, I mean, No Way Out seems like it would... No Way Out is what they kicked to the curb to put Elimination Chamber in its place. And don't you think No Way Out would still fit on this pay-per-view? Because the Elimination Chamber is this big structure, and there's no way out. And but apparently it just didn't fly by them. And apparently also Elimination Chamber was chosen to be voted with or whatever. Like WWE had a poll where they said, "Here, pick from these Pick from these: Elimination Chamber, Heavy Metal, Battle Chamber, Chamber of Conflict, and No Way Out." And of course, knowing the WWE fans these days, these unoriginal fans that, when they're given something, they fuck it up. If I knew about this poll, I would have voted 20 times, 30 times, 50 times, a billion times for No Way Out. Because come on now, No Way Out, it's one of their oldest pay-per-views, and they're just gonna kill it like that? What kind of messed up crap is that? And it makes sense too, so why get rid of it? WrestleMania is still there. Extreme Rules, it's okay. I mean, not a lot of people like the whole Extreme Rules stuff. I mean, especially with WWE being PG now. What are they gonna do? Beat each other over the head until they bleed? Oh, no, wait, you can't bleed now. So what are they gonna just just claw at each other's face? Just hey, yeah, this is extreme. What? I mean, really? How extreme can you get on a PG rating? Wild Card. I'm scared to know what that is. That's probably just some underrated pay-per-view, some indie pay-per-view, I guess. Where the little guys can fight amongst each other. Fatal 4-Way. It's probably gonna be some all matches are Fatal 4-Way, or just the main event is a Fatal 4-Way. And it's just that unoriginal name, just Fatal 4-Way. Just name it after the stipulation. That's so clever and original, right? No. Money in the Bank. Now, I don't know why they're making this a pay-per-view, because it's just so synonymous with WrestleMania, because that's where it began, WrestleMania. I don't know why they're making it their own pay-per-view, because you don't just take it away from WrestleMania. They were working fine together. And now, hey, let's just get rid of a perfectly fine pay-per-view to insert this unnecessary pay-per-view with this unoriginal name. I mean, well, it's original, but it's a stipulation. You don't name a pay-per-view after a stipulation. So I take it WrestleMania is not going to have Money in the Bank this year, which is going to be a definite downfall. Well, actually, that's not true. I did see some qualifying matches for it, so I am wrong on that one, and I apologize in advance. I apologize. So I just don't see the whole point of Money in the Bank. I mean, being a pay-per-view, at least. SummerSlam, Night of Champions, I understand that one, but, I mean, come on now. Hell in in a Cell, much like Elimination Chamber, it's still named after the stipulation. You couldn't call it like something else, just something more creative. Just what did it used to be? No Mercy, that's it. No Mercy. What was wrong with No Mercy? Did you really just have to get rid of the name? Was the name really affecting you that bad? And besides, like I said before, what the fuck are you going to do on a PG rated show? What? You can't really throw anybody off like the old days, like Cactus Jack. Every time they go up on the... They're just going to tease you now. They're just going to be like, hey, this is a trailer for what we will be in a couple years when TNA combats us. But for now, we'll just tease you. You pay this $50, $60 fee for this pay-per-view where you expect people to get their ass kicked and blood dripping from their face and, putting their bodies on the line. Of course, we are savages as human beings, but, I mean... Still, with the PG network, you can. Bragging rights. Now, what a dumb pay-per-view idea. I'm sorry, but I think WWE had like 7 years to do this, and they're finally doing it. I mean, the whole reason why Raw and SmackDown was split, and they had their each synonymous wrestlers on their individual program, was so that they can compete with each other and give each other competition. So you can technically have the WWE wars between Raw and SmackDown. And quite frankly, I just think it's a little too late. Like, you have, say, a SmackDown superstar. I don't even know who's on the rosters anymore. Just say a SmackDown superstar such as The Undertaker facing a Raw superstar such as Shawn Michaels, and Undertaker wins. He's like, fuck yeah, man, I won! I won for SmackDown. 1 point for SmackDown. So cool. It's like, really, what do you have to brag about? I mean, but I will give him this. This is at least a semi-original name. A slightly, still. It's November to be announced. December, TLC, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. If you all didn't know, it's not Tender Love and Care, even though you wish it was, wink wink, nudge nudge. I don't see how it's sexual at all, but whatever. TLC, another unoriginal name, and let's see. Let's click on this little link they have here, because I didn't watch the pay-per-view. I believe it's all matches. Oh, it's just the primary matches of the card containing a stipulation utilizing tables, ladders, and chairs as legal weapons. I'm sorry, but doesn't that just get stale and repetitive after a little bit? And it's not like TLC is, again, like I said, with the PG rating, you're not going to really do much. You're going to put some people through chairs, you're going to beat them over the head with chairs and tables and ladders and shit, and they're not going to bleed. So it's like, it's going to be a little unrealistic, if you will. But, again, it replaced Armageddon. Armageddon. You can't go wrong with Armageddon. Armageddon just sounds like something you want to buy. You want to watch the end of the world. Or the end of, whatever the fuck the end of the WWE or whatever. I don't know. Fuck. Armageddon just sounds better. Just think about it. TLC, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs, or Armageddon. Yeah, I rest my fucking case. Now, another problem with these is that I'm short on time. I gotta be quick with this. Each one of these themed pay-per-views is revolving around a certain stipulation. Now, what if you like street fights over TLC and you don't like TLC at all? You're not gonna buy the pay-per-view, of course. I mean, because you don't like it. So, I mean, instead of having the whole melting pot of matches, you're just having this one individual stipulation instead of, expanding it, instead of making it this melting pot of matches. But, yeah, that was the condensed version. I hope it made sense. So, that's all the time I got. So, peace out, guys. And I'll see you at a later date.